Are you guys ready to scale your Facebook ads? Get it? Scale, because it's a scale Facebook. No, anyway. When it comes to scaling your Facebook ad campaigns, there are a lot of skills you can master that are super helpful. Things like data analysis, consumer psychology, maybe even ad composition. But one skill that's often overlooked is the ability to build a killer creative workflow with highly trained talent that operates like a machine. Which is why in this video, I'm going to teach you 5 ways to improve your performance marketing workflows so you can scale your Facebook campaigns to the moon. Workflows might sound super boring, but here at Motion, we're studying these workflows from over 2,000 advertisers who are using our tools to analyze nearly $4 billion in annual Facebook ad spend. And those ads are generating roughly 500 billion impressions and 4 billion clicks each year. All of that combined with brilliant lessons that we've gathered from Motion partners like Savannah Sanchez, Jess Bachman, the Mudwater Performance team, and our friends over at Power Digital helped to craft the tips in this video. So yeah, you could say that these are pretty legit tips. All right, let's dive into it. Chapter 1, scale more by shipping ads faster. So what makes elite advertising teams truly elite? Well, one secret is volume. Simply put, the best advertisers are shipping way more ads than just about anybody else. And in their case, more does equal better. That's because increasing creative volume gives them more reps and more data flowing back into their strategy, which means more chances to hit a winner. Here's how you can ship ads faster like Savannah Sanchez does. I mentioned her earlier. Savannah is that person who helps create top performing ads for brands like Fabletics, Athletic Greens, Dr. Squatch, Kate Spade, tons more. Savannah's schedule with her creators basically looks like this. Creators begin shooting on Mondays and Tuesdays with completed shot lists taken from their iPhones. Editing happens on Wednesdays and Thursdays with tools like CapCut, and then the new ads are delivered to the client every Friday. Speed is key because creative fatigue happens so quickly nowadays. So by skipping high production studio shoots and filming everything with trained creators and editors, doing all of this from their smartphones, her team is nimble. They can get statistically significant spend behind an ad within 7 days. Chapter 2, scale more by increasing creative inputs. First of all, it's totally okay if you're like, wait, what the heck is a creative input? Because it's probably something you're already doing anyway, which is just feeding your brain with inspiration for an ad. That could be scrolling through ad libraries, maybe watching TV, looking at TikToks, reading books, all of my favorite things, whatever media is grabbing your attention and makes you feel something. According to our friends over at fireteam.is, ideation and creativity is a learned skill, and it's no different than something like archery, something that you can get better at with more practice. To scale more ads, you need more creative ideas, and people really underestimate the power of process in creativity. Here are a few things that you can do to be like the Fireteam agency that I mentioned earlier. First up, start a Slack channel or a WhatsApp group chat for people to drop in ad inspiration. It should just be random thoughts, ideas, things from movies, books, social media feeds that sparked an idea. Then get an AI or a virtual assistant to catalog those ideas in that thread and put them in a Notion or a Google Doc. And then lastly, use this list during a brainstorming session to really kickstart your meeting with more creativity. It just goes a lot better. All right, so with the right team using that process, your team can start increasing inputs, reaching higher levels of creative performance, and really veering off from that typical trail, giving you some serious creativity and divergent firepower. Chapter 3, scale more by finding better UGC creators. If I had a nickel for every time someone tweeted about how UGC is dead, I don't think I'd need to be working to record this video right now. No, but seriously, UGC isn't working for some brands because the quality of their creators is lacking. A low energy creator rattling off value props to a camera or doing another 3 reasons why ad, it's just not going to fill up a shopping cart anymore. So if you want to scale more winning Facebook ads, you've got to find and coach that top talent. Remember our good friend Savannah? Well, she's built out a creator team of over 40 people that she regularly works with. And they know exactly what she's looking for, the type of styles she wants, and can even anticipate the feedback that she'll have for them. Here's how she goes about finding those top UGC creators. No tools, no fancy outreach program. Savannah just immerses herself by using Instagram and TikTok like an end user would. And she's just always scoping out trending videos, scouting up and coming talent. And the trick here is that typically it's folks who have 10,000 or fewer followers. So if you want to find better UGC creators, look for folks who already have the skills needed to capture attention, stop the scroll, and engage users to feel big emotions and take some action. Look for great energy on camera. Look for creators who have a good bedroom, bathroom, or kitchen setup with absolutely perfect lighting. Chapter 4, scale more by making better ad briefs. Who doesn't love a cheeky little ad brief? I mean, all those boxes to fill in with inane text and super long links to paste in there and some unintelligible directions to delegate. Am I right? No, you're supposed to say, Travis, you're wrong. Look, my little advertisers, better briefs means scaling more winners. You don't believe me? Well, our friends over at Power Digital scaled TikTok ad spend by 30% by using Motion and by having the best briefing practices and processes we've ever seen. And the same can be true for your Facebook ads. Their team actually has its own casting point person with a Rolodex of talent that they trust and continuously use across all of their accounts. And the key here, according to Grace Durham, their associate creative director of TikTok strategy, is to strike the perfect balance between giving too much information and not enough. You want to keep things authentic, and you want to give creators the flexibility and all the information possible to avoid any huge mistakes, but you don't want to overwhelm them with information. So, as with TikTok, the same with Facebook. Your ad briefs for creators should include inspiration and an overview of the entire concept, do's and don'ts for each and every brand that the creator is shooting for, all the product info the talent will need to narrate and talk, a super flushed out shot list with angles and lighting specifics, encouragement to experiment with flexibility outside of your must-have shots, and lastly, have every shot taken as an individual clip, and not all in one take. That last component is key because when the creators send in individual clips, for everything that you're able to do, you can really easily repurpose that footage with completely new concepts of all those different clips mashed together in different ways. Chapter 5, scale more by training your video editors. Guaranteed 100%, the absolute best way to train your video editors is to send them a spreadsheet full of confusing ad performance data with tons of acronyms and jargon that looks like an alien language. Said nobody ever in the history of advertising. I'm serious, please stop doing that. To scale more Facebook ad winners, you need to train your video editors and speak their language, which is with visuals that show them what's working and what's not, which is exactly what our friend Justin Blakey did over at Mudwater. So our advice is to do what he does. Help your motion designers and video editors identify and iterate on winning creative by simplifying creative reporting. Send them links like this, or this, or this. And in it, they can see, oh, this one has a low hook rate. We need a more compelling audio soundbite in the first 3 seconds. Or, wow, this hold rate sucks. The ad will need to have a value prop moved up sooner. Or even look at how great everything is except the CTR. Let's swap that call to action with something that's performing maybe a little better. Training your video editors like this with visual data makes them better at their job and frees you up to do less hand-holding and delegating. It's really a win-win for everyone. Well, hopefully you'll take at least one of those actions and start trying to implement them with your team, or your clients, or your own brand. Good luck, and let us know in the comments what else you'd add to this list to scale more of those Facebook ad winners.